Okay, guys. So I'm just going to clean my face real quick. Get this makeup off. It's about to go to sleep. And I totally made the mistake of checking notifications one last time. Totally made a huge mistake checking notifications one last time. So what happened was, let me just get all of this off me. You know what? I'll be right back. Let me get my actual facial stuff. Okay? Let me take care of my face right now. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. So I'm back. Okay, let's talk, guys. We got to talk about some shit, okay? We got to talk about some shit. I'm looking extra thrashed. Extra super duper thrashed. I got about 3 hours of sleep yesterday. And I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. Okay, guys. You guys ready? This is going to be a legit rant. This is going to be a legit mother fluffing rant. So as I was saying, I was heading off to bed and I made the mistake of checking my notifications one more time. And so I went and checked it and I see someone, where is my phone? Someone commented some shit. Okay, well, you know what? Let me reel back. let me bring back my attitude and just share the comment with you guys and see what your thoughts are. It was a comment on one of the readings. I know I didn't do a reading today, or I don't know if I did it today. But here's the comment. I have done witchcraft on him to bind him to me, so maybe that's why you see that. Now, I don't know what I said in the reading. Ooh, 111. I don't know what I said in the reading that would lead them to say that. What are your thoughts on that comment? I want to know your guys' personal thoughts on that comment. Was that okay? Is that an okay behavior? Is that a good life choice? Is that ethical? Aaron. Now, you know, the people on the internet are crazy as batshit. So what do you think about that? Is that okay? Emerald says, no, not ethical. Alexis says you shouldn't take away someone's free will. Oh, I thought it was WTF. It's TF. So, yeah. Right. So what concerned me was that question or that comment. And so I commented a question. I commented a question. Let me just find that again. Maybe you guys can help me regulate myself and let me understand when my behavior is a little bit much. So I asked, are you being serious with this comment? Because before I go off on you, I want to make sure that I understood you properly, right? So I said, are you being serious with this comment? To which they wrote, I only used a paper and pen, nothing serious. Hold on, guys. They know I'm on my phone. People are going to start. Okay. I only use a paper and pen, nothing serious, but I was thinking that if I do that, I can help him stop being confused and heal because he's stuck. So I just want what's best for him. First off, I did let you guys know this is going to be a rant. So Let me get started on the rant. Who the fuck do you think you is thinking you know what's best for somebody when you don't even understand what's best for you? Who the fuck is you that you feel the need to bind someone? What if I bind you? How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? You make my eyeball hurt. That pissed me off so bad. That pissed me off so bad. I'm not necessarily pissed off at the individual. Obviously, they really have no idea what the hell they're doing if they can make a statement like that publicly. What I'm pissed off about is the fact that very sacred information that is very sensitive, very delicate information is put out there without proper context, without proper guidance, without I wish a motherfucker would try that shit with me again. I'm just saying, as a recipient of that kind of fuckery, I'm not okay with that shit. I'm not okay with that shit. Not okay at all. At all. I've had people try all kind of shit on me. And if you guys think I'm joking, and this is me talking shit because who was it? Someone said, talk your shit, girl. It was Benjamin. Benjamin, talk your shit. So I want to talk my shit. Yeah. People tried that kind of shit with me before. And I'm not just talking about, I'm looking extra thrashed and shit. Look at that. It just sticks up on its own. People have tried this stuff on me before. To the point where someone that I had never even had contact with, they were brought in because someone was pissed off that I have abilities that they don't have. It's the bottom line. They're pissed off I have abilities that they don't have. And I was teaching them stuff. Mind you, okay. I was teaching them stuff. And they were pissed off that I had more ability. So they brought someone in who actually understands how to harness very, very dark shit. And they felt the best kind of birthday gift they could give me that year was to arrest my physical heart. No fucking joke. No fucking joke. No joke. Started having palpitations, and I could feel what was going on. Motherfuckers are really lucky that I'm very patient. But my patience is kind of wearing off. I don't really have as much anymore. I really don't have as much anymore because I get real fucking sick and tired of people who have no ethics. Like, I could really fuck your ass up, energetically speaking, but do I do that? No, I don't. I don't. Because I have ethics. I have integrity. Let me just finish cleaning my face. I'm just like, people are fucking just, what makes you think it's okay to bind someone to you? It's one thing to bind someone if you believe they're doing harm to you. If you truly, truly believe that they are attempting to harm you, it's one thing to do that. But it is a whole nother fucking thing to be trying to bind them to you. They probably don't even like you. I'm just being honest. When you feel the need to bind someone to you, that's usually because they're pulling away because your ass is fucking crazy. Okay, let me be your big sister right now. Stop being a crazy fucking hoe. Stop being so fucking crazy, binding people to you. What the fuck is that about? This is a full-on rant at this point. That's why I don't like to put mascara on. It takes me forever. Because I like it really clean. I like it super, super clean. All right. Okay. Now let me moisturize. I mean, what do you guys think about that shit? How to counteract witchcraft. This is the very reason why I'm having a black magic revocation. This is uncrossing, unhexing, curse removal program workshop. Because I'm real sick and tired of this shit going on. Would you want someone you have to cage? Huh? What do you mean? Why would you want oh, totally missed the first word. Why would you want someone you have to gain? Okay, makes sense now, Chris. I'm sorry. I totally missed like a word or two. I was like, what? What are you even saying? I'm sorry. Manifesting forced bindings will only lead to instant gratification, does not work for highest good in the long run. When people start having that mindset that they're doing something because they know better than you, they're full of shit. They're full of shit. There's lots of things that go on that I witness. I witness a lot of shit that people go through on their spiritual journey. And unless they're in danger of true harm, meaning life and death situation, I don't interfere, because who the fuck am I to decide for you what lessons you will learn and how you will learn it? I just vomited. I just vomited. I'm so grossed out. I literally just vomited in my mouth. Gross. But that's my logic. Like, who do you think you are? Do you think you know everything? This is why I have such a huge problem, personal and professional. I have such a huge problem with people who have a savior complex. Like, you're not here to save anyone. You can't even figure out your own fucking life. Stop interfering with other people's. Okay, that's like that those are the most potent words of wisdom for everybody. You can't even figure out your own fucking life, so don't interfere with other people's, because you really have no idea what it is they're learning through. I'm just gonna put all kind of serum on my face tonight. All kind of serums, because I'm pissed off at this point. Yeah, drop the cape. You know, you ever watch The Incredibles? Yeah, no capes. No capes. All right. Let's see. What? Me to my patients are thin folks. Me too. My patients are thin folks. So nasty. I've had so many folks to be real nasty to for no reason. They have done so much to me. I don't know what you said. I don't know if maybe I missed some words. Again, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm done with people. Let me finish my sentence. I'm done with people being fucking idiotic. This is a full-on rant. It's just stupidity. It's legit stupidity when people think they have the right to do this type of thing to other people. Oh, it was just, I don't give a shit. Okay, my my reply, I had to remove it because I was just so fucking pissed off reading that. And I didn't want to rip them a new one because obviously they have no idea what the hell they're doing. So I only used a paper and pen, nothing serious. Yeah, that's not okay whether you used only paper and pen or a blood sacrifice. It's the same shit. Intention is intention. And I put, what's crazy is you would comment that publicly. Who comments that kind of shit publicly? I'm irked. I'm like, I'm so irked. It's making me itchy. I vomited in my mouth already. And now I'm getting hives. I'm fucking pissed off. That's not okay. It's not okay. Just because you get some caca-ass idea in your caca-ass mind about, I'm going to do this to someone because I want to control someone. You know what? I'm going to wake up my husband being hella loud like this. I'm just going to moisturize my fucking face because I've about had it. I had it. You guys realize how many people, and I don't have a problem with people messaging me about this, but do you realize how many people contact me because someone's done this kind of thing to them? Do you guys realize how many people message me regularly because their path has been absolutely tampered with by someone else? Yep, lots. Lots. I have people crying to me, and I feel very honored that someone would feel very safe with me, safe enough to like have a very vulnerable moment. But that's just not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay that so many people are experiencing this because fucking oh, I'm pissed off. I'm gonna go out and look at. I know some bitches. I'm gonna call this little group. They're a group of bitches because I know they're involved with the person that was brought in to fucking try and arrest my heart. These bitches. One of them, I'm so powerful. I'm gonna go ahead and Google up a spell. I hope you're fucking watching. Fuck you, bitch. Okay, fuck you, bitch. Okay, let me just let me fix my hair. Okay, let me look a little bit more proper first. Let me look a little more proper before I start like rolling my neck and shit. Let me just look a little more proper. Okay, girl, you should have just tamed those baby hairs before you went live. Have a little bit of shame. I can hear my mom right now. Would you have some shame with your crazy ass hair? Okay. All right, let me just. Okay. Now we look all weird. It's okay. But yeah. She's like, "Oh, I found a really good spell." I'm like, "Are you going in a grimoire? You got some book with you? Is this some like book?" No, this bitch went and Googled it. Okay, she went and Googled it. I was just like, "The fuck did I get myself into? What the fuck?" Yeah, people are too much. People are too much, y'all. So if you're having this happen to you and you want to have it removed, that would be a parasitic extraction because this is parasitic behavior. What was done to you was parasitic. And I'm not necessarily mad. And see, that's the crazy thing. I'm not mad that someone did that to me because it was just like, bitch, undone. Undone. It's undone. Fuck that shit. I'm not playing with you. But what pisses me off, because this is part of, I know and I knew before I began allowing myself and my abilities to be witnessed publicly, I knew what was involved with that. I knew after a certain point, there would be those who would see what I do, what I allow to be witnessed publicly, and would have a problem with that. And they would do stupid shit like that. So I knew what I was getting myself into once I was like, all right, to my higher self, fine, I'll go live. But there's people who this is not part of their calling. This is not part of their sole purpose. And for others to try and really dominate them and disrespect their sovereignty by way of nefarious magic. I'm just saying. This is so fucking ugly. You guys, I went through some shit. I was watching this girl's, I don't know if it was a TikTok video or fucking, I don't even know what. I was looking at something on my phone and she had the cutest little I was like, "Oh, I'll cut me some baby hairs too. I want to be cute like her." Fucking worst idea I've ever had. 'Cause that shit I did see, and then they pop up like this, like little horns. Got me all fucked up with my hair. What can I do? I'll just leave it. Let me see. I can't sleep either. This is why it's important, people, to true wait, did I miss another word? This is why it's important, people truly understand where they stand in their sovereignty, as you've taught me, and understand how fear is a real factor, your worst enemy in the face of pressure. It's true. It's true. If you allow your fear to cripple you, it can be your worst enemy. It definitely can be your worst enemy. The fear exists to bring your attention to something that needs your observation and possible action. But if you're going to be too afraid to recognize, oh, I forgot one moisturizer. If you're going to be too afraid to recognize what you need to do, then that's basically, energetically speaking, you're saying, yeah, no, I believe you're more powerful than me, and I'm giving you the authority to do whatever you want to my energy and my field. All right. You, I'm having an issue with you. Just why can't you just lay flat? Let me just okay. Should I just cut bangs all the way across? No, I shouldn't. That would be another mistake, girl. Just fucking leave that alone. Just there. There. It's done. Let's see. Some folks believe their need is greater than anything or anyone else. This culture conditions the belief that possession equals power, and binding someone to you is a version of that. I agree with you. I agree with you, Trisha. I absolutely agree with you because, like I said, I've had quite a few people do this to me. Not the the cherry on top was when these bitches, they formed their little fucking clique. Went for my physical heart. Like, y'all fucking bitches, meet me at the corner of meet me in Oakland. We handle this shit in Oakland ways. No, I don't do that. But yeah, I was like, motherfuckers, it's my birthday. You couldn't have waited. And I know this bitch knew it was my birthday because it's the bitch that gave me this fucking wig. So I know she knew it was my birthday. Girlfriend, I know you're probably still watching my shit. You know that I know what the fuck you tried to do. I don't know, one of these days I might not have patience. You make my wicked rise. That's why I can't tolerate your ass. No. I'm not going to reflect that bullshit. I'm not going to reflect that bullshit. But bitches better watch out for real. Okay? You guys have to understand, you don't have to just take the bullshit that people do. You don't. You don't have to. And you don't have to give people chance after chance after chance. How did you know they did that? Did you get a message? I know. I just know. There's certain things, when it first when the individual first performed whatever it was she performed, right as she was preparing everything and preparing her space, Michael already, his sword was on fire and he was like, incoming. I was like, motherfucker, it's my birthday. I don't give a shit what's incoming. It's my birthday. And we were in Vegas. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the crystal shop in Vegas. Crystal shop. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Getting crystals. Yeah, no, that was my mindset. And Michael's like, incoming. Quiet, Michael. That's what happened. And then after a while, he was just like, I know. Am I just excited? He was like you have to scan your heart. And I was like, I think I'm just excited because of the crystals. And then after a while, I was like, I don't think this is excitement. I don't think this is excitement anymore. What the fuck is that? And then my husband's like, are you okay? And I was like, I might have to go to the ER later. He's like, for what? There's a little circumstance with my heart. There's a little circumstance with my heart. I don't really know. because fuck that shit. You're not interfering with me shopping for crystals. I'm gonna take my ass all the way across town to go pick up my crystals, pick up my singing bowl, and then I'll come back and then we can talk about it. We can figure that out. And so that's what happened. That's what happened. Why would they do that? Because I'm successful. To answer your question, Jade, because I'm successful, because I was mentoring them and they wanted what I have. And what I have is my personal abundance. I have no problem sharing my personal abundance with other people. I have no problem like promoting. Well, I don't do that anymore because I understand the cycles that I'm feeding. So my contribution to it is that I have a habit of being overly supportive, overly empowering, and I have no problem sharing, um, teaching people techniques on how to amplify their power, how to um, call their abundance into them. And I have no problem then giving clients, like referring them. Because if y'all have ever tried to book a session with me, I'm typically booked out about 2.5, 3 months out. So that's just how my schedule is. And if people need to be seen sooner and I'm teaching them, I'm teaching someone and I trust their heart, I have no problem. Like, hey, go to that person. You know, they're really good. I can vouch for their abilities because I've been working with them. And so what ends up happening is their fucking little toddler ass mind takes those little steps. I'm making hella money right now. If I just get rid of Emmy, then I'll have all of it. No, are you stupid? I'm sharing my abundance with you. This is my birthright. You have your own birthright that has nothing to do with my birthright. You can't get rid of me and take ownership of my birthright. See, that's why you guys don't have to be afraid of other people trying to compete with you. Whatever's supposed to be yours will be yours. Whatever's not meant for you will slip away. No matter how hard you try and hold on to it, it will slip away. That's wasted effort. To me, that is wasted effort. People ask, how have you gotten your marriage to last? Because my husband and I have been together over 20 years at this point. How have you gotten it to last that long? Well, I have my hand out. You either going to sit in my hand or you're going to slip away. If you're going to slip away, okay, toodles. You know, and that doesn't take away from how much I love him, but if he wants to walk away, then you want to walk away. And the same goes for every other thing in your life, whether it be business opportunity, friendships, everything. And it's not to say that you would just like not give a shit about anything in your life. That whole concept of I don't give a fuck. I give plenty of fucks, but I'm selective about what I give a fuck to. I'm very, very selective. You're not going to feed off of me. You're not going to force me to pay attention to you because I'm not going to pay you that energy. That's feeding your parasitic behavior. So when you keep paying attention to someone, when you keep paying attention to the bullshit that they do, that they're trying to do to attack you, attack your character, attack your business, attack your friendships, attack your relationships, when you pay attention to it, it feeds it energy. Am I telling you to ignore it? No, I'm telling you face that shit head on, smash it, done, move forward. And that's just how it is. That's how it is. And it's the same group. It's the same fucking group. I had to learn the hard way because I had just started getting comfortable with being vocal publicly. And so my mind is very much perfectionist and I have to do everything proper and blah, blah, blah. And so I look at the way other public figures behave and they're very careful. You don't address drama because you don't want that kind of image. And so I didn't say anything and I just kept ignoring it, which is no big deal to me anyways. And then finally, and I'm sure they didn't like this shit. Finally, I just got so tired of it that I went live and I was like, just talk your shit. Go ahead. I'm live. You have so much hurt about me walking away. And why is that? If I was never worthy enough for you, if I was just drama or whatever it was, I don't even remember what they were saying. Um, why are you so upset that I've walked away? And that's what I notice. A lot of times what ends up happening when someone is feeding off of you, they try and make you feel real small, like you're not enough, you're just such a hassle to be around, so much drama, but yada yada yada. And the moment you walk away, they're like, I can't believe you just tossed me away like that and blah blah. No, boo boo. That's not how it works. You didn't want me around, so you can't say shit when I walk away. That's not how it works. You can keep yapping, but I'm not listening. Say whatever you want to whoever you feel the need to spread your story to. And I don't need to defend myself. I don't need to explain my end because guess what? The people who would blindly believe that bullshit without questioning, like, whoa, I I don't think Emmy acts like this. And then they don't even question it. They're just like, oh my gosh, she did. Well, your ass was there to kind of just what ride the coattails, be there for the party, whatever it is, you can be gone. That's just, yeah, no, you can be gone. Go do that with someone else. I don't I'm very happy solo. Very, very happy solo. So you guys have to understand that sometimes people are just around because of what they can gain from you. Whether it's watching you to mimic you, being around so they can witness you struggle, witness other people hurting you, um, fuel all kinds of other blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, just go. Do that with someone else. "Oh, you don't like me, you think I'm a bitch? Okay, good. Now do you feel better? You've expressed yourself? Okay, keep moving because I don't care." Everyone will have their own opinion of you, and there's nothing you can do to change that. If you want the real honest truth about the way, um, societies are structured, the moment someone becomes aware of you, they've already decided who you're gonna be for them. They've already decided this without having ever interacted with them, without them knowing intimate details about you, your character, your authenticity, integrity, all of that. They've already made their decision. They've made their decision. So there will be people who, within the first minute or two of watching their very first time watching one of my videos, I don't like her. She's a bitch. Okay, that's fine. Click off, go to a different channel. I don't need everyone to like me. I don't need everyone to agree with me. And the moment you begin to, um, I guess, be your own person, be your own validation, uh, that's the moment you really become free. That's the moment people can't force you to fit in any type of containers, any type of limitations that they've put on you. You're not accepting that anymore. And a lot of people will attack you for that. A lot of people will because it's a threat. My life has been full of drama since way before. And the drama is because no one can ever control me. And it's not that I'm wilding out, it's that I won't follow you. Oh, you got your little clique and you're the queen bee? That's good. I'll hang out with you for as long as I want to, but I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to worship you. We can walk beside each other, but I'm not going to follow you. You're not gonna get me to do whatever you want me to do. You're not gonna get me to agree with you. If you're doing fucked up shit and you're talking shit about that person to me, I'm gonna tell you that's fucked up. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my god, girl, I know she totally deserved it." No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Why are you being a bitch? What the fuck is that about? What'd they do to you? And people don't like that. People don't like that. And, that's okay. They don't have to like that, but they have to know when you're in my presence, we keeping it real. We're keeping it raw. We're keeping it 100. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to say things just to be mean to you, but I'm also not going to lie to you. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. So we have someone asking for me to cast a spell, and another person asked if I was bipolar. Um, I was actually diagnosed as bipolar quite a while ago. I was. But here's the thing. the person that I was living with, my roommate, I was not aware that they were going through their own little, I guess, dark night of the soul, and they got diagnosed as bipolar. And I had no idea until after the fact, way after the fact. I was mirroring everything they were going through, like full on mirroring everything they were going through. And I ended up getting a bipolar diagnosis. Um, and then a couple years later, I went back to the doctor um, because I thought I really believed I was bipolar. I was like, oh well, that explains it. I'm bipolar. Because at that time I was still wanting so much to be a normal person and part of society. And so I got my little label to help me understand why I always felt different. And so I loved it. I loved it. And then I stopped taking medication for years. And then when I was going through, 86% at 144. And then when I was going through another dark night of the soul, I could feel it coming on. I went and saw the doctor again. I went and saw a therapist and I told her, oh no, a psychologist. I went and told her that I needed a refill on my medications. And she's like, for what? And I was like, well, I'm bipolar. And I stopped taking my medication a few years ago and I feel depression coming on. And I kind of want to just be proactive and restart my medication. And she was like, bipolar people don't do that. I was like, oh, no, check my chart. I was diagnosed as bipolar. And she was like, we should reassess you. Turns out I'm not bipolar. I'm just socially selective with a predisposition to depression. So I'm not actually bipolar. And if you think you're going to comment and try and embarrass me by saying things like that, I have nothing to hide. You think I'd be ashamed? No, that's a part of my journey. It's part of the events that helped me to understand how sensitive my empathy is. So why would I be ashamed of that? And these labels that society would place on you doesn't mean shit. I have all kinds of labels. ADHD. I don't have an official Asperger's label, but someone was nice enough to give me the actual online test that's used by doctors. I'm fucking autistic. That's probably why I don't understand people. I don't understand a lot of social cues. Unless I'm very comfortable with you, I don't like to make eye contact. Yeah, no, there's nothing I'm ashamed of myself. Nothing at all. I mean, someone commented, when was it? I think it was months ago. I don't remember when, but they were saying that I looked fat. And yeah, of course. I've gained like 60 pounds. That, do you think I'm ashamed? And I even told them like my weight, I think right now, because I don't own a scale. I don't own a scale. I should probably buy a scale, but I don't own a scale. And I'm assuming I'm somewhere around like 160, 170. I'm not ashamed of that. Mm-mm. And then people used to talk a lot of shit to me because for several years, quite a while, I was very, very lean. Um, yeah, so officially, officially, I was wearing size two jeans, but I was wearing sweatpants underneath those and they would still fall off me. So if we're going to really be honest, I was probably hovering between a 0 and a 1. And people would talk shit about me. They would like get really hypercritical. Oh my God, you're so skinny, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't starve myself. I don't vomit. I make a horrible bulimic. I couldn't even get myself to vomit. Yeah, no, people think that they can make all sorts of comments um, to derail you, to upset you, to make you feel ashamed of who you are. Why would you be ashamed of who you are? You are who you are. You experience the things in life that you need to experience in order to help shape you and form you into the person you need to be to accomplish, to fulfill your soul purpose. Most of my life, I've been shamed for being combative. Um, I can't remember who it was that told me that. I don't know if it was my friend or if it was my twin. Someone said I was volatile. And I was like, fuck yes, I am. You don't know how to handle me. Yeah, no, I can be volatile. But I also know I'm a very good person. I'm very patient. I'm very understanding. I'm very compassionate. And if I get to the point where I'm volatile, that's because you did something. You started that. You initiated that. So why should I be ashamed? Why should I be ashamed? Why should I feel guilty that you chose a causation that led to that effect? You want to be pissed off about that circumstance? You fucking started it. So when you get to know yourself, when you get to really know who you are and you really own all of your little quirks, and no one can use that shit against you. Nobody. Nobody. Oh, you're bipolar. Oh yeah, at one point in my life I was diagnosed as bipolar, but it was a misdiagnosis. Oh, you should be on meds. Yes, for about a year I was on about 13, 14 pills a day. Um, it was the fuck did they give me? Antipsychotic, antidepressant, mood stabilizer, and then a shit ton of other medications to counteract the negative effects of that set of medications because they maxed me out on my dosages. Should I be ashamed of that? No. Why? Why would I be ashamed of that? Because I had the courage to admit to myself that I needed a little bit of assistance, a little bit of quiet time so that I could begin processing what it was that was causing me to be so depressed to the point where it was crippling me. Should I be ashamed of that? Why should you guys feel ashamed of experiencing periods of sadness that cause you to stop eating, cause you to cry all day? Why should you be ashamed of that? You shouldn't. That's a moment where you need people to understand you. And if people can't understand you, they need to just shut the fuck up. They really do. They really, really, let's go full rant. So I get real tired of people who, because I'm someone who has in the past suffered from debilitating depression. I get real sick and tired when I hear other people telling those who are feeling episodes of depression, extreme sadness, hopelessness, that they should just choose to be happy. Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? You think someone chooses to be that sad? You think someone chooses to not understand and accept themselves? Are you fucking stupid? I mean, if you're gonna be really ridiculous with someone, let me just get ridiculous with you too. You don't treat people like that. When when you're going through this period of grieving, it doesn't even have to be that someone passed away, like someone you love passed away. You could be grieving the loss of parts of yourself. Okay, because as you ascend, many people experience shamanic deaths. The person that they know themselves to be is basically passing away. So you have to grieve yourself. You have to grieve the loss of that part of you. And then people give all of this advice. No, if you don't understand what it's like, shut the fuck up. Stop trying to doctor someone when you have your own problems. Okay, don't use this opportunity when someone you know is down and feeling low. Don't use that opportunity to bolster yourself, to make you feel like you got your shit together. Mm-mm. That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay for people to tell you that you're coping wrong. Even if, and I'm not promoting cutting, okay? I've never been a cutter. I'm not promoting cutting. I don't understand it. And because I don't understand it, if you come to me and you're very depressed and you tell me you're a cutter, I will tell you I don't understand what that's like. But I know what it's like to sit at the bottom of a big, dark hole. And if you need me to silently sit there with you, I will. For as long as you need me to, I'll sit there with you. I won't give you advice on what you need to do. I won't tell you how you're wrong, how you're stupid, how you're silly, how you're wasting this and wasting that. No, I'll just sit there. And if I've had friends who have been very depressed and they've called me and they didn't want to talk and they didn't have to. And I didn't try to fill that silence with, mundane, superficial conversation. If all you need from me in that moment, the most loving thing I can do for you is just listen to you breathe, and I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm not gonna tell you that, I'm not gonna tell you that you're broken, or all of that is bullshit. Just own your journey for real, because you'll always run into people. No matter where you are in your journey, you will always have at least one person who wants to tell you how you need to change your life, um, to be a better person, to be more successful, to be more worthy. You'll always have at least one person doing that. Let me see. First off, why the fuck are you yelling in the comments? Is your caps lock button stuck? You need to get one of those cans of pressurized air, clean your fucking keyboard. And secondly, no, start your own channel. Yeah, so many called me stupid, dumb, and say I'm nobody. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. Let's see. How do I have the same face you do? And just to give a heads up, I'm a little bit salty still. For the past how many days I've been very salty. I'm not angry, I'm just salty. And I just don't feel the need to I don't feel the need to smooth that out. Like, you on this, you're gonna witness it. Aw, Alexa. Let's see. Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. I know what that's like. I know what it's like where you can't sleep and all you keep thinking about is the same thing. You're staring at the same part of the wall that is right by your bed, just staring at it all day, thinking the same thought and not knowing how to get past it, wanting to get past it, but you just can't. You can't get past the emotions. You can't get past the heaviness of the emotions and the thoughts. And it's a cycle and it just keeps circling back round and round and round, faster and faster and faster until finally it's just so dizzying that you just give into it. And it's just like, whatever. I don't even care. Whatever. But yeah, I used to stare a lot. I used to stare a lot and just think the same things over and over and over. Oh, yeah, I really don't like the climate of society right now. I really, really don't. Um, whether you want to wear, PPE or not, um, it's really up to you. I'm not going to have a say in that, but I would like to share. Um, so I grew up in a very medically inclined household. Ever since infancy, I was groomed to be a part of that industry as either a surgeon or a doctor or whatever the fuck my parents wanted me to be. And what I learned early on, um, immunity is built through exposure. Mhm. Um, for many, many years, when my children were still infants, my mom used to lecture me so much. She's like, "You keep your house too clean," because I would sanitize everything, like literally sanitize, sterilize. Um, part of the selling point. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit. Part of the selling point for the house for us to buy it was the fact that the dishwasher, y'all don't judge me. The dishwasher was NSF certified sanitation. And then we needed to get a washer and a dryer. And I told my husband, we're getting this front loader set because it's NSF certified sanitized. I have a lot of Virgo energy. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's if I allow that to become more prominent, it gets out of control very quickly. I then begin to I will, like, if I put groceries away, if there's cans or jars, they all have to be lined up just like the store with a label facing forward. It can't be skewed, like everything has to be straight and very crisp and neat. Oh, I should show you guys. Hold on, I'll show you guys. I'll take a picture. I don't want to pick up the laptop. Hold on. So I I was feeling a little bit extra, and so I took the time to reorganize my apothecary, and I have an actual apothecary. It's not fully organized yet, but I went ahead and categorized everything by frequency, and I relabeled. Can you guys see it? So I relabeled everything, and all the labels have to be in the front. They have to be specific height so you could see. This is all stacked. It's 3 deep, 2 high. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Ooh, you guys, I got more stuff. I got more herbs. They finally came in. Oh, no, 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 no. That inventory came in and then oh, you guys. Oh my god. I gotta tell you, some of the inventory that just came in, I went ahead and dipped it in dragon's blood. Have you guys ever seen that? I hold on, I will show you. I will show you. I get so fucking excited. I should just bring the whole tray. I should just bring the whole thing to over there. Hold on, guys. All right. All right. Hold on. Anyways, I dipped it in dragon's blood. Ha! So, is that a heart? Do you guys see the heart? Do you guys see that? A heart. I love that. Do you guys see that though? Oh, let's see. All right, so let me just put this over here. But okay, going back to the topic of um, witchcraft, it would be really good if um, it's okay for you guys to go ahead and research things. Um, oh, you have dragon's blood incense. I got some of that too. Hold on. Oh my god. I need to have visitors come over. I need people to visit me because I can't. You guys. Dragon's blood incense. It smells good too. Okay, let me just I was I was going through a whole dragon's blood. Oh, you guys, it's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. I go through these things, these phases where I fixate on one thing. So, oh, yo, you don't even want to see my stash. Dragon's blood is good for protection. It's good for amplification of the potency of whatever it is you're pairing it with. Um, it's good for a lot of stuff. It's good for a lot of stuff. I'm just so excited. It finally came in. Um, how do I work with my dragons? You want the truth? I don't. I don't. Um, I'm totally good night, Trisha. I'm totally just like, hi, cutie. And I pet them and I roll around with them and I don't ask them to do anything. Yeah, I don't, because Here's the thing. Some people see dragons sort of as just like a novelty, like a new pet. That's a that's a sentient being, you know? Would you make a child your pet? It's the same thing. Would you make a human being your pet? No. So a dragon is the same. You do need dragon's blood. You need dragon's blood. You so do. What's witchcraft blood? And I will tell you what you comment next will determine whether you can stay or not. This is not like other channels. I'm not just trying to get as many people to watch as possible. It's like I'm inviting you into my home, and if you're gonna be disrespectful while you're in my home, I'm the type of host that will escort you out. Hashtag winning. Yeah, no. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I do remember the Tiger Blood reference. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. Is witchcraft big in the Philippines? Um, so witchcraft, um, in my dialect is referred to as mangkukulam, and that's really wicked. That's what you're taught as a kid. That because the Philippines is primarily Catholic and then also Muslim. So a lot of the other like pagan type of belief systems are very much shunned. But the Philippines is also very, very superstitious. So I don't, it just, none of it makes sense to me. It's never really made sense to me. So yeah, um, basically, I come from a lineage of ancestral witch blood. My mom would kill me if she heard me say that. So I come from a lineage of ancestral witch blood. My mom doesn't consider it that, and she'd be very offended if I labeled it as witchcraft. But really, though, when you know how to work with herbs and you can fix all kind of very serious health conditions just by your knowledge of the herbs as well as energy work, because I don't think they realize my grandparents, my great grandparents, they utilized energy, they harnessed energy. My great grandfather, from what I've heard, because they lived in the villages, cracks me up. I should call my cousin right now. She talks so much shit. If you were missing a cow, you go to my great grandpa and he will geolocate that cow for you. So, it really, whatever your definition of witchcraft is, it might fit in or it might not be considered witchcraft. So when you ask, is witchcraft really popular in the Philippines? Um, like casting spells and stuff, they really, really frown on that. But like crystals, they're really big on that now. you know, when I used to take care of my mom, I hated the Filipino channel. Growing up, I thought it was the most obnoxious shit ever. And I hated when they would watch it. But when I started taking care of her, she would have it on all the time. And then I got all fixated and started really watching it with her. And I was surprised because they were talking about energy and frequency and vibrations. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And crystals. And I was like, what are you watching, Mom? And she goes, oh, you don't know? And I was like, you told me not that long ago that's witchcraft. So the island itself, the people, they're more accepting of just spirituality versus religious. Um, ooh, Jimmy, just tell your cousin to drive her broom to the window. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you meant that as a joke, but you're You're at risk of crossing a line with me. Um, what is the fear or reservation with them, with dragons? You mean with me? I don't have a fear or reservation. Yeah, I know you were joking, but if she watches this and she reads that, she gonna kick your ass. I'm just letting you know in advance. Um, yeah, no, I have no fear or reservation about dragons. I love dragons, but because of my relationship with them, my soul's history with Andaran lineage, they kind of, I don't want to say it like that though. What would be another word? I can't think of another word. What would be another word? Because I can't think of another word for it, I'll just use the word that popped into my head, but I will say I don't like it because it feels like it's full of ego. Dragons treat me with a type of reverence, a very elevated reverence. So when I enter a space, the dragons become very subdued and they just bow. They just that's what they do. And if I call them to me, then I pet them, and they're kind of like just puppies, just So I don't know what the fuck it is, but that's what they do. Um, hmm. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel very honored when they visit me too. I see them as um an energy band, like a frequency band that I really, really love. Like I really, really love. um, yeah. Well, they don't bow for everyone, but apparently they do for me. As it just I like if I want to see them playing and being rambunctious and obnoxious, I have to like sneak up on them. The moment they see me, they just like I'm like that kills the fun. Like I want to play with you guys, but they yeah, I don't know. Um, have I been okay during the pandemic? So, I live a life of shelter in place. No joke. It's no difference for me. I mean, aside from the inconvenience of stores closing earlier, it's no difference for me. None at all. Yeah, it's just yeah. um, Leia and Kim, what's going on with you two? Do I have to be mama bear up in here? Anyways, let's see. I so I don't really interact with people in real life. I don't really go anywhere, which is crazy because I'm a ambivert. So I'm in person. I'm an introvert. Online because I'm not actually seeing your guys' faces and I can just like logically explain to myself that I'm talking to myself and I just see words. I then become a little bit more extroverted. But yeah, it's weird that I lived in my RV and traveled nonstop for 3.5 years, coast to coast, nonstop, nonstop. We would only stay in a city for maybe a day. The most would be like 3 days, if that. We typically didn't stay past a week, even for the longest stays, but it was just weird. No clue what it means. You might want to look it up in Urban Dictionary. Let me see. Just because I'm like in bitchy mode. Hold on. Dictionary. Pineapple. So I know that it's a reference to Kevin Hart. When he says pineapples, is he's uncomfortable. Okay. Pineapple derived from the word pineapple. It means to have fun, be legit, go wild, fuck shit up. Okay. A person or couple that is open-minded. Oh, no, no, no. Someone told me that pineapples, if you're a swinger, you just put a pineapple in the front of your shopping cart and the other swingers will find you. No pineapples. Are you a swinger? Is that what? No. Okay, I'm not even on the live. Let me go back. Leia, ignore me. Ignore me because, you know, I'm in one of those moods. I just talk shit about anything. As a matter of fact, Urban Dictionary gave me my name. I'm joking. um, what's the Cam Newton dab? I'm not part of like pop culture. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what that is. Ooh. Ooh. No, okay, I'm not gonna talk about that either. um, let's see. Okay. You've been feeling really low? Um, I'm getting that you feel low because you need to reach deeper into yourself. Hmm. Hold up. Oh! Oh! I don't know why I keep clapping. What the fuck is that about? Okay. Um, hold on. You guys, I got this gift in the mail today. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what this deck has to say. I've never used it before. I didn't even get a chance to use it earlier. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a little message for Pisces. And then I'm going to go because it's already 2 in the morning and I have to finish off my season. You guys, I'm so mad at my son. He introduced me to this fucking series and I can't stop watching it. I've been binge watching it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay. Here goes. Well, that looks like someone I know. Hmm. Ew. Talk about message for Pisces. What the hell? Okay, I don't know the real meaning of these cards. I'm just going to tell you what the message is. So, this is like the green man. This tells me that a lot of growth is being primed for you, Pisces. A lot of growth. And sometimes when you're being primed for growth, the sun, ooh, 71% at 217, 71217 mirrors. I'm sorry, guys. My fucking ADHD is out of hand right now. So, priming for growth oftentimes will give you a sensation of elevation, but you haven't elevated your conscious mind yet, your understanding, your perception. And so it makes you feel even lower than what you actually are. Okay. And then I don't even know the signs. X of upside down triangle. I don't know the signs. So this tells me you're going to be going through different phases and it might have the effect of making you a turtle, making you like more into your shell. Okay. A need to protect yourself, hide yourself. And turtles can actually swim pretty deep. Hold on, guys. Para bailar la bomba. Para bailar la bomba se necesita. Yariba, yariba. Okay. So, so it's this book. I don't even know where I got this. I know where I got this. And it's this beautiful little, oh my God, I'm going to cry. It's this crystal shop in Berkeley. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous little shop. And I was talking to the owner, and she just had the most beautiful energy too. It's called Cascara Sagrada. It's a crystal shop. And that's where I got this from, and a whole bunch of other shit. Not even joking. Whole bunch of other shit. Yeah. I got a couple statues. Yeah, and then she was like talking to me for a while. And she asked us why we were there, why we're traveling, and blah, 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 blah. And then, as usual, my husband done told her about what I do for work and blah, blah, blah. And then we ended up showing her the selenite swords that I make. And she wanted one. I was like, no. She goes, if you ever want to consign one, have it in my shop. No. No. Crystals are amazing. You guys, I gotta show. Okay, hold on. I told you guys the ADHD is at hand. So, Turtle, you've been going much too fast for too long, so slow down and pace yourself. This is a time to be more self reliant and less dependent on others. Take time to nurture yourself and simply observe and feel your emotions. This is a period of increased sensitivity to the Earth's vibrations and those of the collective human consciousness, which you'll first feel as sensations in your body prior to the resultant emotions. We're about to get stabbed in the back as a collective whole. That's one hell of a fucking message. Wow. The hell did that come from? Okay, this is some weird, weird shit. Is that a theme through the whole deck? No, 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 no. Okay, this is weird shit for real. Well, that's crazy. That's really ballsy. They even like included her pubes. That's real ballsy. Okay, okay. All right, so just in case you guys are wondering, okay, they included her little pubes. Anyways, like going back. So as a collective whole, we're about to be stabbed in the back, a betrayal. Because when you're stabbed in the back, what's that signify? A betrayal. No, it wasn't a Freudian slip. 69% at 222. So 6 is a number of receiving. It's also the number of the human being. The lower involuted reflection of 9, which is the God number. So 6 and 9. 6 is receiving, 9 is giving. And then 222, 2 raised up on itself twice. So that's divine guidance. You're being asked to receive that message. I don't know what for shit. So here's the thing, and this ties in. So I'm not in New Mexico, but randomly, I think someone purchased airtime for an ad. They purchased an ad, and I don't fucking know. I was in the car. I was in the car, and suddenly the radio starts playing this ad. It's just a guy talking, and he's trying to encourage people in New Mexico, something about a mile long The word is escaping me. It's not a dispute. Protest. A protest. So there's a protest going on, and what's crazy is um, I found out. So I'm not in New Mexico, but a couple of weeks back, I decided to drive through it because I wanted to know. Um, I came across a video, and they were talking about how they closed down some of the cities in the southwestern states because in the southwest, um, the cities are very far apart. You have a lot of just like wilderness, desert, wilderness in between the cities. So if you really want to test certain type of scenario where there's suspension of certain things, like constitutional rights, you would test it out on those cities. So I just sometimes I listen to shit, and sometimes Michael puts just randomly plays shit on my electronics because I don't want to hear what he has to say, and it's one of those things. So what ended up happening? Gallup, and you can look this up. Gallup, it's a like a kind of like a border town. It's on a state line. It's right the first I think it's the first city that you'll enter coming from Arizona if you're going east. So if you're cutting through New Mexico from Arizona, and they closed it down. They shut the whole fucking town down. No services, no gas, no nothing. You cannot enter Gallup. You have to just drive through. You can't exit. Or I was just like, what the fuck? And then, you can show me that, and then I'll be pissed off and triggered for a couple hours. And then after that, it's like, oh, who cares? Okay, oh well, poor Gallup. And the thing was, because my husband knows I love to go on long, long drives. I'm talking about like 18-hour drives. I should be a truck driver. I really should. That would be cool. Maybe. But as we were driving through all these different reservations, Native American reservations, those were shut down. They were on curfew. Um, like you can't go run errands with someone else. You have to go alone, and they have the sign saying that on the free. I was just like, what the fuck is going on with this world? And then oh, I've driven through Texas many times. Fuck that shit, Larissa. Fuck that shit. The amount of space between cities. Fuck that shit. Girl, but I did stay in I've stayed in Austin. I lived in the Woodlands for a little bit. We also lived in Gatesville for a little bit. Um, Houston area. Oh, what's it called? Where the flood came and hit. Just all over. And then what's the one that's further south? San Antonio. I lived in San Antonio for a little bit. I love going to Dallas. I'm from fucking everywhere. You try and look me up, I don't even have an address. No, seriously. I'm literally from everywhere. I move often. That's the thing. Why can't I just fucking sit still? What is that about? What is that about? How about we just block you? There you go. What's my favorite state is Colorado. That's my favorite state, Colorado. But then Colorado had to act all fucking crazy once all of this crazy shit started. And so I was like, I'm out. Fuck that shit. I'm out. That's such a loaded question. Fuck out of here. Anybody can be racist. It don't fucking matter what your race is. Okay? Being a racist has nothing to do with your skin tone or ethnicity. It's about your mindset. Who's running from thoughts? Oh, you're 90 miles north of Dallas? That's nice. So, like, Waco area? No. I don't know. I'm all turned around. I love the Valley of Peace over in Arkansas. Fucking gorgeous. You just go there and just marinate. Marinate. That's all you do. You just go there and you just sit outside. Um, let's see. Crawling from your ears. That sounds parasitic. That sounds parasitic. Yeah. I'm hooked on Money Heist, La Casa de Papel, the House of Money. Oh my god. I don't wanna say something and then ruin the show. 66% at 229. Na, na, na. Okay, so going back to what I was talking about, the turtle. You got to slow down. The thing that I picked up on that got me all like bent out of shape and on a tangent. Look at their third eyes. It glows reddish orange. Reddish orange for that third eye. So, yeah, you still have the turtles, and then you have that crabbiness. So Pisces is going through a cycle of growth. Tells me Pisces is needing to pull back in. You have to stop giving so much of yourself and your energy and attention to other people, because if you keep depleting yourself, then you become very crabby, and then you start punishing yourself for being crabby. So you have to be compassionate to the self before anyone else. Don't allow people to trigger you. I think I'm getting a little too salty. I think I'm getting a little too salty. um, um, yeah, that mindset of you need to earn it and prove your worthiness, that comes from a lack of self-worth. That's a mindset of lacking, a mindset of um, poverty, but not poverty as in you're poor financially. It's a poorness rooted in self-image. So that you definitely have to work on that, because your abundance is yours. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to prove you're worthy of it. It's yours. All you have to do is get out of your own way so that it can come back to you. Okay? Um, it's all that salt water. It might be the salt water, and it might also be stupid comments. Because, like, what I wanted to say, what I was about to, I didn't want to say it. I was about to say it as a knee jerk reaction, but then I caught myself. I totally was like, Pisces here, where the Scorpio women at? Who gives a shit? And then I was like, no, girl, don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah. Oh. I just randomly go live, but I for sure go live on weekends. Do I do black magic? You want me to do it on you? Okay, let me just stop. I don't know. Stupid comments get stupid responses. All right, let me stop. Let's see. No, that's not it. There's a place in Texas that has I think it's called a watering hole. Do you guys know about that? Larissa, do you know about that? It's like gorgeous. Gorgeous. Where's Patrick? Oh, he's already blocked. Sorry. Um, what makes magic black? Your intention. If your intention is to harm, that's black magic. I don't even really want to call it black magic, because we really have to get away from this mindset that anything dark or black is somehow evil or inferior or any of that. Like, it's just, yeah. Let's see. So I prefer to call it nefarious magic. Nefarious. Um, is there a portal open tonight? I wish so we could shove Patrick 25 up in. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Or not. um, Jacob's water hole. Is it? No, I think it's Jacob. Jacob's water hole. It's gorgeous. Um, Star Wars. See, that's part of the programming. This is part of the programming. Star Wars is not. It's not necessarily fully fictional. That's rooted in. I'm pretty sure the person who we all know who created it. I just don't want to say his name. I'm pretty sure the person who created it was reading into esoterica. There is a group, they're called the Jedi, but they're spelled D-J-E-D-I, the Jedi. No, Jedi, the D silent. They're Jedi, and they were like elevated warrior priests, and they protected the Pharaoh. So, yeah. Magic isn't bad or evil, doesn't have a color, it just is. It's what you do with it that makes it good or bad. Yup. I mean, what kind of magic do you do? Chaos. I'm a Pisces. We do chaos. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. To want to harmony one sounds like something else. Fear. Um, the root of it, yes. At the root of it, it's fear. And people can argue all they want, like, no, I want to show I'm stronger. Well, why do you want to show you're stronger? Because there's a part of you that believes you're not. So now you need to prove it. Now you need external validation to convince yourself, to prove to yourself that you're really not as weak as you very quietly believe yourself to be. And there was a period of my life where I felt the need to be much more dominant, like outwardly dominant with people. I already heard that shit. Someone got loud ass thoughts. Dominatrix. Yes. No. No. Dominate. No one ever paid me to be mean. Shit. I didn't know you could get paid to be mean because had I known, I fucking would have took that job. No, I'm joking. One of my friends years ago, um, he commented, there was this like meme and I reposted it and it was like, what kind of suggested job that I would be happy at where I don't have to be nice to people or something like that. And he goes, dominatrix. Yeah. That, yeah. So let me just stop. Are you asking me, Scorpy? Do I like the underworld as well? Are you asking me? Oh, the right side. You came at the right time. Hades is Scorpio. Um, I have joy. I don't know. I think you're interpreting my sarcasm as joy. And that's fine. So do I like the underworld? Um, yes. If I had my choice for type of government, I would go for anarchy. I would. I was talking to a really good friend of mine about this, and he's like, "No, you cannot encourage anarchy because that would be really bad." Because to me, for me personally, I view anarchy as me farming, growing my own food, growing my own livestock, creating my own things, just being completely self sufficient, barter system. For me, that's what anarchy is, but I can hold my own. I can hold my own. And he was like, do you know what the fuck would happen to people? I said, yeah, they probably get fucked up in anarchy. Because he was like, what if a van of like gangsters comes to your house to rob you? I shoot those fuckers up. I got enough bullets for that shit. Okay. Okay. And he's like, no, but other people. I said, yeah, no, other people would be fucked. Yeah, no. No. So anarchy, in theory sounds good, but I don't think people, um, I don't think people would know what to do and how to function and defend themselves and, yeah, govern themselves. We've become so dependent on other people to make decisions for us. Like, okay, um, people say that we need the laws because they help create order and this and that, when in reality you just have to hold people accountable. Are you going to steal from me if you know that I'm going to shoot your ass if you come and steal from me? No, you won't, right? That's just common sense. Okay, this household, yeah, that household is fully armed. We're not going to fuck with that household. But instead, we're like, no, you can't defend yourself. You have to make a phone call and wait for other people to come with guns to defend you. So you can't own one yourself, okay? Because you might do crazy shit with it. Okay, let's outlaw that. Yeah, no, I think once people acclimate, there's going to be transition period. If you're going to get rid of government, there has to be a transition period where there's another structured form of society that we use as we transition into a more free type of living. But that's complicated. I don't like to involve myself in geopolitics or any of that. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I would do good in anarchy. Everyone else, I don't know about that. Let's see. And people, some people believe that we are incapable. We're just incapable of governing ourselves. It's kind of like saying we're incapable of knowing when to turn so that we don't have car accidents, pileups, and intersections. Put a roundabout. There's no light there. Um, is there nonstop accidents? No, because people now know they have to look and they have to wait their turn and they have to gauge when it's safe to go. And, so, it's just one of those things. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's I agree with you, Scorpio. It's way too much. It's just way too much. Way too much. Too much fear, too much control, too much meddling, too much of everything. Motherfuckers, you trying to install shit on my phone? That's fine. You installing shit on I'll go back to my old phone. That shit is cracked, but it's still functional. Okay? I don't need none of that shit. Don't be installing nothing in my phone. I'm just saying that shit pissed me off. Someone told me about it. I didn't even know that was happening because I don't watch TV. And I was like, fuck that shit. Yeah. That's why we left the gorgeous city that we were living in with the gorgeous house, because I already knew this was not just going to be like a 1 week quarantine, a 2 week quarantine, a 1 month quarantine. And I was just like, fuck that shit. We're not going to stay here in a city setting in a bougie ass neighborhood where the neighbors are going to be watching you and, oh, you're going out too much. They're endangering us. Motherfucker, stop walking your dog then. I seen you walk past my house like 5 times. Stop walking your fucking dog. If you don't want to be exposed, don't walk your dog. I'm just saying, I stay in my house. Don't be minding me. If I need to go run an errand, I'm going to run my fucking errand. Don't be telling me when I can and can't go. Yeah, no, California's crazy. California's crazy. Crazy. My whole family, actually, all of our relatives, both mine and my husband's, live in California. Mhm. Um, we have no fence. What the animals wouldn't eat, the people would take. Oh, do you grow your own food? Do you grow your own food? You guys, I'm so excited. I thought that I got like gypped. I thought I got gypped. I ordered this like big ass. I don't know what it is. It's like a big circle, and you fill it with dirt, and then you plant stuff in it. So it's like a raised garden. And I ordered it like fucking a month ago. I've already lost my drive to be a farmer, and this shit still hasn't come. And I was like, I think I got fucking chipped. I got tricked. And then I checked, and it's almost here. all the way from China. Yay! From China. Ah, let's see. They don't allow bringing in seeds at the airport. Fuck that shit. I'll eat those seeds. I'll swallow them whole. No, I think the stomach acids will destroy the seeds. I was gonna say I'll swallow them whole. I'll shit them out in the ground and cover it up, grow something beautiful. No, I think your stomach acids will destroy the seeds. Don't do that. Some seeds do perfectly fine. Other seeds will get destroyed. Or maybe that might be logic though, because that's how a lot of plants, trees regrow themselves. Animals eat their fruit or whatever and then pack it out somewhere else. Huh. I'm going to plant a whole bunch of shit. I bought a shit ton of seeds. um, no, I bought the seeds just because like we moved to a farm and I got excited. I don't even know how to garden. What the fuck am I trying to do? I got these trays and they have their little compartments. They're like a seed starting tray. And then I got this little seed starting tray heating pad. And I have a shit ton of seeds. And I got those trays maybe like, I don't know, 3, 4 weeks ago. Ask me what I've done with the trays and the seeds. Every time I walk past it when I go past the kitchen, I'll do tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Girl, it's been almost a month. Your ass ain't gonna do it tomorrow. But I really might have to do it tomorrow because um don't say it, girl. Don't, you can't say that. You can't just be mean to people just because it fucking entertains you. You can't. Don't say that. Don't say that. Um So I'm gonna plant some watermelons and all kind of stuff. So we moved to a farm, and I figured the kids would be little farmers. Ain't nobody give a shit about those things. I'm the only one. Ain't nobody care. My littlest one, because he's such a watermelon addict, all he cares about is when's the watermelon gonna be here. Honey, it's gonna take a while for that to grow. It might not even be the right time to grow it. I might have to plant that, like, I think it's the wrong time. Um, yeah, Leah, this is not like, I'm not sure if maybe you need a private session. Um, yeah, I'm not doing dug up your watermelon, the whole plant. That's like an act of war. That's legit an act of war. Um, yes, SF Cali is crazy enough to take down a terrorist plane trying to crash into the. Wait, what? I that what? um, See, smarty girl, I'm worried. She says I gave up trying to grow food and chickens. It didn't go well. Going back to the anarchy. See, smarty girl, I'm worried. She says I gave up trying to grow food and chickens. It didn't go well. Going back to the anarchy. Don't be mad if a chicken or two is missing every day as my neighbor. I have kids to feed. Yeah, I don't know. I need to get over it and just I haven't bought the chickens. I haven't bought the baby goats. I've just kind of been like, tomorrow, tomorrow after I make my garden, I'll go and buy some live chickens and baby goats. I don't know. Leia, can we kind of, okay, girl, I'm sorry. You got to go, boo. I'm sorry. You got Let's see. Let's have a gardening party. We'll help you get those seeds planted, girl. Don't tease me. Don't say that if you don't mean it. Don't say that if you don't mean it. Repeating, probably because I'm triggered. Probably because I'm triggered and my energy is fluctuating. You guys, I probably should go. So far, we eating flowers provided by mother. I also plan to eat the bison provided by mother. Yeah, no, I eat meat. I eat meat. I want to get back to the anarchy and dominatrix part. Um, I don't think I was talking about those two things. That's like Mad Max Emmy version. Welcome to the Emmy Dome. It's crazy. Did I go off? No, but I wanted to. I wanted to so bad that I started drooling. What the fuck is that about? Yeah. Um, I mean, I can only take so much. Like if we're obviously the live stream is about us conversing, I'm talking with you guys are talking with me. It gets very aggravating to me personally when someone's in the comments nonstop about, you know, tell me what I need to do. This is my no, like private session time, private wrap up all of that, put in a ball and put in the basket. This is not the basket. So this is just time for us to kind of talk and oh, I was supposed to be ranting. Hold on. Yeah, I was supposed to be ranting about black magic. Uh, thank you for clarifying that. You are not codependent on me. Okay. That's a very good statement. Very good. I might go live later today to do expedites. Um, or not. You guys, I'm a Pisces. We don't do schedules. We just show up when we're told. That's the story of my life. I just show up when I'm told. I mean, you ain't gonna tell me what to do, but you will let me know, like, hey, you got 5 minutes, girl. Okay. I got 5 minutes to decide to go back up to the office and take care of my session. You already missed it, Pisces fairy dust. I was already ranting earlier. So we're not doing magic on other people because we think we know what they want and need. We're not going to be idiotic and go Google shit that we don't understand and try and do that to someone else. Um, can I just say there's like this really wicked part of me that wants to put out this coding where if you're going to do black magic on someone, fucking bind that shit around you and let you experience it for yourself for a couple months. That's kind of wicked. Kind of wicked. But it sounds like a good way for them to learn their lesson. But I don't I'm not allowed to do that. um I am human being is what I am. Yeah, I originally started this to have a black magic rant. Um, I'm just tired of people being like over the top obnoxious with other people. I'm just, yeah. Your future brings nothing. There's nothing there. Nothing. It's empty. Empty. Completely empty. Kind of like my garden. You haven't planted seeds, you haven't sowed those seeds, so there's nothing to harvest. There's nothing there. So, yeah. I vote I'll not do magic because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, I think I should probably get off the live because I'm feeling extra right now, like really extra. Not just one hand, it's like two hands extra. Um, it irks me. It irks me to feel like um I can't just have conversation. Like I'm gonna be very honest right now. It really, really irks me because it makes me feel like People just constantly want things from me. And I have no problem giving, but when you're made to feel like that's constantly the only reason um, someone comes around, that's not a good feeling. It's not, and it irks me because there's really nothing about the title that would lead one to think that I'm doing readings, you know? So, kind of just be mindful and respectful of people. Just because someone has gifts, abilities, doesn't mean you have um, dibs on it, you know? It doesn't mean you have dibs on it. People should be allowed to just have conversation. And, I think it's not just, one person. It's because I consistently get that every day. And with me already being in like a weird ass mood for weeks now, I just, like I said, I really don't have the patience with it, because I'm just a regular person. And if I was constantly messaging you, if I was constantly going on like social media and messaging you, I had someone do this too. It's like, what the fuck is your issue? I already said no. So someone messaged me, asked me for like, either it was like $1,500 or $2,000. Never spoke to this person once. They messaged me a fucking long ass book about, oh, I heard you help people that are in need, which I do. I do. If my heart tells me like, hey, you need to help this family, they need their energy bill paid or whatever. If my heart tells me to, then I will. But yeah, so they messaged me and they're asking me for like $1,500 or 2 grand, something around there. Um, with this whole story of, oh, I just need money to travel to get to this other city because I have an inheritance coming in. Like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's a fucking scam. And then there was this like, um, there was this like extra thing of, I'm a mommy to my pets and they're needing some food too. I'm like, do I know you? Like, what is this about? And when I answered that first message, I was like, I'm sure you'll understand, and I hope that it doesn't hurt your feelings. But no, I don't feel like I'm in alignment with this, and I don't have anything that I'm willing to send you. And I left it at that. And then, and I was like, but thank you for trusting me and feeling safe with me enough to reach out and ask for that. But I don't feel like I'm in alignment with it. So then they keep messaging. Like more and more and more is being added to the story. Well, if you give me the $1,500 so I can get there, I'll give you back 10,000. I don't need 10,000. I'm not rich, but I don't need 10,000. How about you just focus on the 1,500 that you need to get to wherever you're needing to go for your inheritance. And then it got to the point where it was like, look, I'm gonna look up what the equivalent of the FBI is in your country, and I'm gonna report your ass because what you're trying to do is financial fraud, and I'm not okay with that. And then they still kept messaging. God, like leave me the fuck alone. I already told you no. You're not gonna guilt me. And um, it's just it's it's crazy to me that so many people in spiritual circles actually continue to propagate this belief that if you have a gift, you need to give it freely. You shouldn't be compensated. Who are you to say no? Someone needs help. No, no, that's an answer. No, I don't need to explain myself. It was given to me, it was my gift. People telling you that type of thing, it's the equivalent of them telling you you are so selfish that you are not giving your birthday gift away on your birthday. You have all these guests. What are you going to give them? It's like, are you fucking out your mind? Yeah, you are. So just don't fall for that, you guys. Don't fall for that. Actually, to use your true craft is to give your gift free will. Huh? I don't. My reading is not making sense to me tonight. Are there some? Ask the Nigerian prince for their inheritance. I haven't gotten that one yet. Yeah. Um, oh, I figured out you were counting legs, Scorpy. I wasn't sure what Kim was trying to say. Actually, to use your true craft is to give your gift free will. It's just not clicking for me. I don't know why. But I get what she said next, which means you have no will over your gift. Yeah, no, you absolutely have free will for your gift. Um, wow, you get scammed on Pinterest. Woo! Like, what the fuck? That's creative. I'll give you $5 for creativity. um, right, you have to have your own too to balance, plus help people, like, let her breathe. Thank you, Rhonda, for understanding that. I mean, it's I get it. I To some degree, I get it because in these live streams, um, I interact with you guys as though we are old friends and you're here hanging out with me. And that's how I want to have it. That's how I want to have it because really, when I go live, it's to me personally, it's like the equivalent of I'm inviting you into my home, into my office. I was going to say my bedroom because the bedroom is the office, but I know some people will take that to a whole different place. But it's like that to me. And so, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It just it yeah. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Let me just let me see. Uh, oh, I love that. Destiny 5G. I fall in love with my dark side because of you. That's good. You should fall in love with all your parts. And having a dark side does not mean you have an evil side. Evil comes with intention. Evil is defined by human consciousness, and the human consciousness is a very limited processor. So, what some intend for evil, creation allows for good. The and I'll say it, this is my personal opinion, but the shit that's going on right now, um, in different parts of the world, um, is some evil shit. It's some legit evil shit. Very, very, very evil. Michael said, "Stop talking about it." Okay, subject change. He said, "Don't stop talking about that." Okay, or maybe it was my husband. What can I do to remove blockages that I don't know I have? Um, if you don't know you have it, then how do you know you have blockages? Because sometimes what ends up happening, when we read things, it's kind of like when you go to WebMD, you have one symptom, you go to WebMD to try and see what it is, and then an hour later, you you've diagnosed yourself with some fatal ass shit. It's kind of like that. Sometimes if we simply read something, we might feel like, oh, you feel it. So then you do know you have blockages. So, yeah, in many ways, you do know. You can't hear you. What do you think your higher self sounds like? Because sometimes it's in the perception, just like what I was saying earlier. Um, if you perceive that your higher self, if you're a female and you perceive your higher self should sound like a female because you're a female, and your higher self is a male, then you're going to be like, who's this male that keeps talking? It's all about perception. You have to allow yourself to be open to experience. Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Thomas. Even having these gifts can become very overwhelming at times. Sometimes it becomes way too much. That's very, very true. It's very, very true for a couple years, before I was ready to embrace who I am. Uh, I tried to take all kind of classes and read all kind of books to learn how to turn off my ability. I didn't want it. I still kinda don't want it, to be honest. It's like, "You wanna give it to someone else? Go ahead. I don't care." I just wanna be a housewife, stay-at-home mom. Just I don't need none of that. Um, okay. Ooh, a heavy feeling in your chest. Hmm, excuse me. Do you ever see aliens in your house or spirits walking about randomly? I do sometimes see beings walking. Um, one time I went to an Indian casino. It was late at night. I went to an Indian casino and it was near Yosemite. And you got to drive through this valley to leave. And we were leaving. I was driving. Everyone in the car was asleep. Very clear night. It was summertime. And we were driving. I was driving. And suddenly there was like this patch of fog on the road, very thick and very dense. And I was like, this is not right. This is not right. I was starting to freak out. And so I was driving like this because I can't see very well. I was driving like this. And I was like, oh, I saw someone standing on the side of the road. I saw someone standing on the side of the road, but the way the fog was, I could see only from their chest down. They had their thumbs in their jean pockets, and I could see their fingernails. They looked cyanotic. They were like purplish blue, and I was like, "Oh no!" And then there was like brown stuff right here on their. It was a white T-shirt, and he had a jean jacket on, a pale jean jacket. He had white shoes on. And I was like, no, I don't want to see this. And as I got closer, um, the fog cleared just enough for me to see that his neck was broken and there was blood all down. I was like, ah! Yeah. And I was like, no, don't come in the car, don't come in the car. It was fucking scary. I fucking floored it. And I was driving my mom's car. I never realized the type of acceleration that a 560 ml would have. That shit, whoosh. I was like, fuck yes. Yeah, no, I floored it. I think that thing goes from 0 to 60 in like 1 point something. So I don't know, but that shit was fast. I was like, fuck that, I'm out. And I never went back to that casino again, ever, ever, ever. Fuck that shit. I see a lot of things though. I see a lot of things. Most of it I just ignore at this point. Um, uh, oh, see, I knew I still had. And then you had asked about what? Um, where is it? Um, do I ever see aliens? So I can see aliens when I work on other people, if like grays or whatever are harassing that person. Um, but they've never fucked with me. Does that make sense? I know other people who have had like abduction stories. Well, I do have kind of like an abduction story where um, I was young. I want to say I want to say I was like 6 or 7 years old, more like 7 years old. I woke up in the middle of the night and the house was too quiet. I don't know if that makes sense. It's almost like everything was paused or muted, and it was just like a static feeling. And I remember sitting up in bed, and this is part of the reason why I didn't sleep by myself until well into my teens. I would sneak into my parents' bed, like fuck that shit. I sat up in bed, and I saw this big ass man, and he looked like a shadow ninja. His face was covered, but he had a sword, and he had armor, but the armor was blacked out, like a flat black. And then I heard and felt something outside the walls of the house. And I was just like, the fuck? And so I put the covers up to my face and I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it was Michael. I think something I could feel myself starting to lift off the bed, not fully off the bed, but I could feel like it was lifting, not the bed, but me. And it was just um it was too much. But what I was told, what I came to understand is I'm not allowed to be accessed or abducted or any of that, like at all. So they typically don't interact with me, like the nefarious galactic lineages. They don't like to interact with me, which is good because I have a shitty attitude waiting for them. I have a real shitty attitude waiting for them. Yeah. Even like Draco and stuff, they avoid me. When I work on someone and there's some draconian circumstance going on, as soon as they detect my energy, they take off. They take off. They we have a we have a little agreement. If I detect you on someone that I'm working on, I'm gonna track you to your ship and I'm gonna fuck that shit up. That's the agreement. So I don't give a shit. Take all the scouts, take the big ship, take it all, break it all. I don't give a shit. Um, oh my gosh, Helen. Teach your son this. Okay. See this? It's like lobster claws, and your this creates a flashbang. If he plays video games, he knows what a flashbang is. So it's a flashbang of energy, and this energy is very high frequency. And so things that are of a lower frequency, if they continue to stay in that space, their coding will be overwritten and return back to neutral. And when things are parasitic, the concept of overriding and returning back to neutral is like erasing their identity. So they're afraid they're no longer going to exist and they take off. With that, whenever he does this, it creates a flashbang of light and sound. And that sound is a percussive blow, like boom, anything in that space. And it's a diameter around him. It could be like a New York City block, and he's in the center of it. It's all the way around him, the perimeter. And so wherever it's coming from, it doesn't matter. And all he has to do is this. That's it. All he has to do is that. Let's see. Um, an omen of what? Spilling your cereal is an omen of what? You're welcome, Helen. Yeah, that's what I that's what I teach kids. Um, I work very closely with children, especially the new children. They're often very much harassed by things. Um, yeah. To a certain level of negative energy, a certain level of potency for that negative energy, it can be used to clear that out. Um, what type of things have you dreamt? Okay, guys. Um, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. I think I've exhausted enough of my annoyance to be able to sleep. I'm just constantly annoyed. Is what it is. Um. So okay, how about this? How about this? Eve is asking how to write spells. Eve, you want to trust? You want to test out spells on? No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I think my jokes are getting a little bit saltier. Yeah. No, the indigo are not the new children. The indigo is the first wave. There is like 4 or 5 waves at this point. It was the indigo, then the crystal children, then the rainbow children, and then the diamond ray, and then the rainbow diamonds. So, um, lots of waves, but indigo is not new. Um, Yep. And you guys, if you have kids that have nightmares, let them know they are powerful enough to control their dreams. They can treat it like a video game. They can treat it like a movie where you can pause it, fast forward, rewind, take out the movie and put in a new movie. They can absolutely do that. And if you have kids that are so afraid of their dreams that they wet the bed, uh, if they're afraid because they're being chased through dark caves and things like that, um, make sure you tell them, well, stop running and turn the light on, like a light switch, just turn it on. That's what I tell my kids, and they can turn the light on. They have the ability to do that. Um, is it bad if you don't dream? No, no. Sometimes you do dream, but you just don't remember it because you're going astral. You're going full astral, and so the conscious mind is not involved in that experience. It's a soul based experience. So, okay. Good night, guys. I'll try to go live at some point later today, either to just do an energy update or to do expedited requests. Okay. Thanks, guys, for letting me talk shit. Thank you. I will be talking shit again with y'all soon. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.